Hello YouTube, I thought I would do a quick initial review of my West Marine Abaco 9.5 sit-on-top kayak. First of all, about the name, you can see it's West Marine. This is a Perception kayak. It's a Perception Rambler 9.5. They licensed it to West Marine. I think they licensed it to LL Bean. They seem to have one that looks the same as well. But it's a Perception kayak with another name. But I picked it up down at West Marine in Stockton, California, and I was really happy with the service there. This was the only one they had in stock, and it had a couple scuffs on it, and she offered to get me a new one in, and I said, well, I drove a long way, and she said, well, I'll take 10% off of it, and it was already on sale, so I got a steal on this one. Anyway, the reason I went with a sit-on-top design rather than a sit-inside is because I'm planning on using it for camping in some alpine lakes in California, and if I'm out there by myself and I flip this thing and there's not really a shoreline but rather large granite rocks to swim to, I'd rather be able to just flip it over and get back in. That said, I am going to get a little bit more wet. All my gear will have to be in dry bags, and you know, your legs and feet do get wet in these. It's just the nature of sit-on-top kayaks, but as long as you're not out in the cold, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now this one is available with a hatch right here. I didn't get the one with the hatch. I wanted to get the really good deal, but the hatch goes right here, and they make the kit for the exact one for about $40 online. So I am planning on installing one of those, and then when you pull the lid off, there's a little bag inside, but you can pull the bag out and then have access down in here. So I'm thinking about making a foam bulkhead behind here. I'll have to make it in pieces and fit it in and glue it in and make this whole front area a dry storage area. One feature that I liked about this one was the molded in handles. They're right on the balance point. It just makes it easy to haul it in and out of the water and carry it short distances like this. I am going to get a kayak cart. They make ones that they stick in through the scuppers on the bottom, and then they have wheels kind of like you see on a hand truck, so you can drag it down the trail a little bit easier. And then another feature of this one that was an absolute necessity for me is the rear storage well. When I go camping, it's never for more than a day or two, so I can certainly fit everything I need between back here, between my legs, and up in there, up in the front. I'll be able to fit everything that I need in there. It does have all the handles, drain plug, all that good stuff. Now this one didn't come with a seat, but it has all the attachment points for a padded seat. I think I will be adding one of those. And then as far as the scuppers go, I think I'm going to plug the front two and the ones on the seat and just let the water bail out the middle ones. One nice feature of this one that you don't get on all sit-on-top kayaks is the seat is raised a little ways up off the floor, and so when I was paddling it just a little bit ago, my butt stayed dry until I rolled it, obviously. But I didn't have a problem with water shooting up through. I'm sure that would be a problem in choppy conditions or any kind of surf, but really I just had a little bit of water coming in through the bottom here, and then it would drain right back out. I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, and I fit just fine in this thing. I don't know what's more comfortable, the second to last or the third to last, but I don't even reach all the way down there, and I have long legs. So if you're a big guy, don't worry. 9.5 feet, plenty of room in this thing. And it's also extremely buoyant. It's very stable when you rock side to side. There's a lot of buoyancy in these sides, so you start leaning and then it reaches a point where it doesn't want to go anymore. You really have to work at it to flip it over. And then out on the water, I did stand up in it. It's not the most confidence-inspiring kayak to stand in because your feet have to stay fairly close together. You can't go wide because you'd be up here on this. So not the best for standing, but it was very, very stable once I got up. And you could kind of lean on one foot, and it would once again get to that point where the buoyancy in here would take over, and it kind of kept you from wanting to go any further. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. Obviously haven't taken it camping yet, but my initial thoughts on it are it seems like be a good value for the money. It tracks well for a 9.5-foot boat. It's obviously not a touring kayak. It's not super fast, and it doesn't, glide through the water like a razor blade, straight and true, but it tracks fairly well, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I will give you an update in the field when I go camping. Till then, thanks for watching.